Hey, welcome back to 1000 Details. In this week's video, we're going to talk about something that has been highly requested: how to create a label and release your own music. And this topic comes because of a video I did before and that I'm going to put over here, that basically people were asking, how can I release my music then? What are the steps that I need to have? So let's jump onto this, and I'm going to try to be the most objective and direct possible and in the shortest time, so that this is not a cumbersome video. First step, define the label. What do I mean with define the label? So first thing is you have to define your label image, right? The logo, the cover art, all that stuff. If you are able to do this and you can draw or use Photoshop or even the nowadays tools like Canva, which is very easy, well, try to do it yourself. But if you're not very sure and you want to do something a step ahead, maybe ask a friend that is a designer, or check sites like Dribble or Fiverr or Odesk, where you can find people who are very good designers and, well, request them and tell them your ideas. This will be the first step, because nowadays people eat more with their eyes than with their ears, and that will be the first impression you'll have, how it looks. So that will be one of the first things to do. Secondly is define your goal, right? So what is your goal with the label? Release only your music, only your music and remixes, or for example releasing other people's music. And this is important because this will dictate how much you'll have to organize in time to make sure that the releases happen and that you have stuff well oiled. The more third parties you involve in this process, the harder it will become to get a very good organized schedule for your label. Third thing is, get a realistic schedule for your label releases. And with this I want to say that basically be honest to yourself and about the output that you have. Do you want to release every month? That's much more work than releasing once every 2 months. So you have to also define this to organize yourself, but also to make sure that you can have everything on time. There's no set rule here. I have a lot of music, so I decided to release monthly. Maybe you don't have as much and you don't have as much time, but you still want to release. Maybe doing it in 2 months, it's the best way. So think about this, because this is important. A mastering engineer, right? This for me is one of the most important things for your label, because this is the person that will finish your product and will make sure that your music is fit to be out there on the market and it sounds really good. It can compete with other tracks. For example, I'm working with the same engineer for 15 years or more, Matthias Friedel, because I built a relationship with him over the years of friendship and work, but also because it's very direct. I know what I can expect from him, he knows what he expects from me, we easily talk about things and you get things done. And this is important because you need to find someone that you are comfortable with, that you feel at ease, you feel that it understands you and listens to you. I, for example, only trust a handful of mastering engineers out there. A few names of people that I really trust blindly will be like Connor Dalton, Paul Mack, Mas Paventi, Uncle Fon. Those are guys that I know I can deliver them my work, or if a label delivered to them and I'm be like, totally fine. I know what they do and they will get there. So spend a little time investigating and making questions, asking about pricing as well, because this will have a cost. But don't cut corners here. And the last one is money. You have to define what is your budget to start with and what will be your budget for each release. First rule is don't spend money that you don't have, because releasing music nowadays, well, it is not something that will make you rich immediately, unless you have a high profile on music already, and then, well, you might be able to recoup things fast. So make sure that you take into account all of these things and how much money do you have, because I believe it's better that you save money to get things done properly than trying to cut corners and release because you are impatient, right? So this will be the first key things for the first step. The second step, which is something that most of the distributors ask, not because it's mandatory, but more to have you organized and have you committed to your mission. You have to have your first 3 releases ready to go. Why? Because, like I told you, they want to see where you're going with your label. They want to see what are you exploring. Because not only they want products that sell, of course, because you'll be sharing royalties, but also because they want to make sure that they can help you. It is very rare that you have a distributor saying no to you nowadays, but nonetheless, it's a way for them to see that you are serious about this, that you want to also go with a distributor because you can also offer something. And honestly, it also helps you have your first 3 releases ready and gain more time for other tasks that you'll need and you see ahead. Sure, this is something that will cost you a little bit more money because it's the initial investment. But also think that you'll spend this money like one shot, and then you'll have time to breathe and time to recoup some of this money, hopefully. But you'll have time to find ways and apply strategies and actions to recoup that money. So yeah, this is the second step that you have to have in mind when you're preparing to create your own label. The third one, for me the most obvious, it's picking a distributor. This is very important because this will be the people that you'll be working with to distribute your music to the platforms like Beatport, Juno, Apple Music, Amazon, whatever. So let me read here my points here. So yeah, for me, you have to make a decision and you have to inquire all the distributors for you to understand how do they work. You want to be comfortable with them. You want to be able to feel that whatever you need and the way you want to work, they will respect it or they will be able to deliver your expectations. This is the most important thing. Not only their relationship with them, but also the platforms they use. Many of them, they allow to have demos or see a demo of the platform. Because the better the platform is built and the faster and easier it is to access, the more time you'll save. Because nowadays it will be you managing your releases and uploading stuff into the distributor platforms to be distributed out there in the world. So this is also an important topic because it will allow you to be more efficient and save time. I'm gonna give you my example. I work with for ATD, I work with Triple Vision because I like the way they work. They understand my music. I have a close relationship with them. They're a smaller distributor, but they're very fast to answer. They always try to help. They know my music. They know what I want with my music. So this makes it easier. Triple Vision, as a distributor, for example, they have fees. They charge you a fee until a maximum ceiling of 30 euros, I think, for each release. And they also offer a nice service if you want it, which is a curated promo service at a very nice price that you don't find many like that. Plus, it's a trusted promo list for DJs and artists. And I pick them up because I like them. I have a relationship with them. People there get me and get my music, so they are able to help me when I need some guidance. You have other distributors like Label Works, who I work in the past and still work on another project, that they're much bigger, they're more corporate in a way. They are there to help you as well, but they manage huge accounts. Still, they have a nice platform, it's easy enough. I don't like it as much as Triple Vision, for example, but they are super helpful. They know everybody on the scene, be it house, drum and bass, techno, they know everyone, so they can get things done. But of course, the relationship is much more distant with them. You go through a ticketing system, you go through your typical service thing. Nonetheless, the cool thing is that they don't have fees. They won't charge you anything to release your music. They offer you a tool that you've paid to access, and then you have to add your own emails to send promos, for example. But the cool thing here is, if you are very tight and don't you want to spend money on this, well, it's free. Then you also have others that I know, and some I've worked on the past, like Dig This, which I have friends there and they like it a lot. For me, the only minus, it's the promo tool. It could have a rehaul and how it works. It's not the most friendly one. You have Label Engine, for example, as well. They're very nice people, much more smaller distributor, but very close with them, with a nice platform as well. So yeah, do inquire, ask people, ask labels where they are, if they like the distributors. Take time to talk with them, make your questions, ask them anything you want, because this will be the people that to be working with. You can change further down the road from distributor. It's easy, I'll say it. But I think it's better to get from the get-go to someone you really like, spend time investigating, so that you can build that relationship with them. And because you have to decide, like, do I want to save on fees? Do I want people to give me more guidance? Do I want people to be more helpful? Do I want just to release my music and make it proper? Those things matter, so you have to inquire about this. The fourth one, Bandcamp, right? Bandcamp is mandatory nowadays. You need Bandcamp because on Bandcamp you have full control of your releases. You decide the price that you want. You can do promotions anytime that you want. You can have access and connect to the people who buy your music, so you can build up on that relationship with your fans, customers. And most of all, you get much more money from sales on Bandcamp that you get on a Beatport. Plus, you don't have to share them as much as with a distributor. And distributors nowadays, they're fine with it because it's the norm. Plus, Bandcamp with the Bandcamp Friday also helps to boost sales. So yeah, it will work the same way as a distributor. In a distributor, you have to upload your stuff to their platform. You'll have to do the same for Bandcamp. It's quite easy. It takes a little bit of time, but it's quite easy. But not having a Bandcamp nowadays for your music, whatever that is, the genre, it's a missed opportunity. So also get on that. The fifth thing that is also very important, but it depends on your goals, of course, and a little bit on how you see things. And it's promo and marketing. So promo, for me, it's really important because it puts your music on the hands of DJs and artists that might play your music or not. I talked before about what I think about promos nowadays and the shitty situation that exists with promos and DJs not caring even to track list your tracks when they play them or on a video, but whatever. Still, promo helps your music to get on the hands of people that can help spread your music. So, thing is with promo, you don't need to spend, because there are services that will ask you for 400 euros for promo, and honestly speaking, the money they are asking, it's not even coming back, honestly. They're not doing anything special other than sending your music to lists they have. The goal here with promo is either you go with a service that has a decent price like Triple Vision, or you start to build your own promo list. And yes, you'll have to spend time. You have to ask DJs you like, artists you like, people you like, hey, give me your email, I have my label, I want to send promos, is it okay? What is your promo email? People will not say no. Everybody gets excited to get new promos. In the end, if they don't like, they can unsubscribe. And if you want to do your own promo list, which is something that I'm doing and I'm currently exploring because I think it's the best way, because it's direct, you can do it two ways. The free way, you send a nice email on undisclosed recipients, so you put all the emails on BCC to respect people privacy, and you just write a simple email. Hey, this is X guy, this is my new release on my label, it's 4 tracks built for this. You can find a download link on my Google Drive with WAV and MP3 files. If you have time to drop a feedback or a comment, I'll appreciate it. have fun, enjoy, thanks a lot. That's it. You can do this. It works really well. It's direct. If you want to take it a step further, well, you can use Fat Drop. And Fat Drop, for me, and I think for most of the people who are on the game, it's the best promo tool that I've ever used. You have techno, house, drum and bass, IDM, electronica, EDM, all labels want to be there because the platform is really good and really easy to manage, not only for you to send promos, but also for you to get promos. So that's why people use it. And I think they still have this. I don't know if it was a promotion, but sometimes you can get in by €1 per promo, with of course a lot of limitations, but you also don't want to send your promo to 1,000 people. You want to curate your promo list to send to the right people, the people that will enjoy your music, that will take care of your music. So this is an important thing to do when you're doing your label. This is why getting organized, having things ready to go beforehand and all that kind of stuff is important, because it will give you time to this. Now, about promo, to just finish promo, how do you do promo? Well, I experimented along the years. Nowadays, I'm doing promo on the same day or the day before as the release is coming out. I'm trying this way because, well, let's see, if they get at the same time, everybody gets the music at the same time. If people play, the ones that listen or try to find, they can also buy it immediately. They don't have to wait or forget about it. In the past, I sent promos 2 months before, let people play, and then people will be discovering. I believe that nowadays, with the lack of attention that exists and the well, fish memory people have, and the fast food consumption, that even if a track is good, it might get forgotten. It is what it is. So yeah, I'm trying this new method and see how it goes. From my first tries, it's going good. I think it works in a way. So that's something that you have to decide yourself. It's something personal as well, but you can always try and see how it goes. And now about, well, marketing itself. Well, what do you need to do for marketing nowadays? A social profile, right? Instagram, Facebook, wherever. I believe that Instagram and maybe TikTok, which I'm not there, but maybe there are the places to be. So you have to think about having a nice, cool looking, decent sounding social profile where people will be excited to click or touch to hear. And most of all, the way you behave on social media. Don't be obnoxious. Don't try to shove your tracks and your stuff into people's throats. No, post things, find creative ways to post your stuff. Maybe instead of posting your full EP when it gets released, post one track before, one track when it releases, one track after it releases. After a while, do a story, remember people that they can get your release on Bandcamp. But don't be obnoxious and don't be needy. Don't go following everybody you want to get attention. It doesn't work that way. Follow the people that you really care about. And when you do your posts, learn how to reach more people. The tags are really important on how you reach people. And little by little, you'll get there. Please don't fucking buy click farms in India and Mexico and whatever just to get followers and shit like that. That's ridiculous. You want to see your progress. It's cool for you and for others to see that label growing. It shows that you are working. It shows that you're putting your passion, your time into the craft. And that's a good thing. But don't get an obsession about social media for your label. Do it in a healthy way. Then something that I really believe in is also share your music with your friends. Even if they don't like your kind of music, do it, because they might have friends who like it and they say, hey, I have a friend that does music, hey, check it out. Mouth to mouth is still one of the best marketing vehicles out there. So be proud of what you're doing and share it with your friends and family and whatever, because believe me, they will talk about it to other people, and that's a good thing. Now, the last one, which is, well, the more complicated one, but the more realistic one. revenue, return on investment. Well, if you're entering this game thinking that you're going to be rich by releasing music, well, you won't, for sure, until you have a very good position in your genre and you are a known artist. You'll be doing this, and I like to do it, to think that way, as a passion project, as a hobby. Same way as people go karting every weekend and spend 100 euros, I'm gonna spend 100 euros releasing my music, just for the fun and because I like to release music. I see it as a very healthy way of expression and getting out there and see how things go and work. So the key here is, as I said in the beginning, don't spend money that you don't have to spend on this. Save money to do things the way it should be done. It's better to wait and have the money that you can spend and not miss on that, because you won't get that bad taste on your mouth that, oh fuck, I spent the money that I couldn't, and now this is not gonna have any revenue or very little. Man, doing this as a hobby is the best and healthiest way. And you see that if you're consistent, if you keep working on promo, on marketing, talking to friends, talking to other people, connecting with people, that little by little you'll start to see a more revenue stream, and you can see that, oh, this is healthier. No, I can see that it's happening. And my goal, and with releasing music in terms of investment, is that the past release will pay the next release. So basically is, I spent money once or twice, whatever, and I recouped with that release the money I invested, and I did money to pay the next one. If I'm able to do this, which I've been able to do for quite a while now, I'm more than happy. If I entered this to have a big financial return, I will be, well, living under a bridge, honestly speaking. And that is not saying that is impossible. You can reach a place where your label can give you quite a lot of nice money, but it takes time, it takes work. And it's not magic, it's work and time and building relationships. This might sound a little bit cheesy, but for me, that I decided to have a normal job, well, I work in the music industry, not doing music, but still, nonetheless, I decided to have a job that supports all of this and my family. And the thing is, the biggest reward that I have from releasing music, it is not the financial part, it is the connections I've built over time, the feedback that I get from my music, the joy of seeing people enjoying my music and playing my music and be happy about it. That for me is the most rewarding part. And if money comes, that extra comes, that surplus comes, awesome, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that money, reinvest back in the label to do something different, or, for example, buy gear with that money. Also, in terms of money, I don't really believe that spending money on ads and stuff, it is the right way if you are in a music genre that is not that commercial. If we're doing commercial music, maybe for example EDM, yeah, why not? Pay that thing, because people expect it to be like a paid shield in a way. But in techno, I don't see it like, I see like, what are you trying to do, man? Are you trying to pay up your way to go up there? It's legit, you can do it, there's nothing wrong, but like, let the music speak, right? That's what I believe in, is let the music speak. Let your work, your music, your vision, your passion speak, and it will get to the place it needs to be. It really goes. Sometimes it just takes time. But then again, you also have to be in this reality check, which is, don't expect to make a lot of money from this in the beginning. It does take time. And well, this is about it. That's the thing. I will say that important things in all of this is be confident, don't be afraid, have fun. It's a really cool process that you'll start to enjoy. You'll learn a lot about how music works, how distribution works, how sales works, And first one can be scary, second one you'll be like, oof, let's go. But then you start to catch up and you start to have this awesome feeling. It's like a drug in a way. Like I want to release more music, and you should use that to release more music. Like, oh, I released this one day, I had nice feedback, I saw some sales, so it seems like people really want to buy my music. There's people who are willing to pay me money for my music, people playing it. Hey, I want to release more, and that mindset will make you have, how to say, be excited, be inspired to go do more music. It's maybe it sounds stupid, but it ain't that stupid at all. So that's why I encourage people, and especially in the current years and the future years, I believe that more and more do-it-yourself will be the way to go, unless there's a huge market change on the music industry that, well, in a way I hope it will happen, namely streaming that could go away. But also at the same time, I don't think that you're gonna go back to a world, for the ones who know, the younger ones might not know, where you bought physical music. You know, like, people are very comfortable of the way they get access to music nowadays, and comfort is something that, well, it's the easy way. But nonetheless, it has to be fed. You can release your music the way you want. This tutorial topic was more about electronic music, digital distribution. It's not very different from vinyl or CD. Thing is, you'll have costs from CD, from vinyl up front than digital, more costs, even more. But it's similar as well. Distributor will get your stuff to the stores, and you might want to talk to some stores to buy you stock from you, or buy stock from the distributor. It ends up being the same. But nonetheless, for me, I think it's very cool to have a wider knowledge about how your music arrives from point A to B, and how things happen on the back. And most of all, if you want to be out there, which I think you should, how you can do it and start to learn about this. Guys, everyone, once again, thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe, it helps the channel. And as usual, check my website, 1000details.com, where you can find a lot of sample packs and preset packs at a very cheap price for you to use however you want. And that way you keep also supporting everything that I do over here. See you next week. Bye bye. Thank you.